little bit of a different subject matter today. We are going to be talking about Lily Phillips. If you don't know who Lily Phillips is, she is an OnlyFans model, that's how they term them, who just had an experience with 101 men in 24 hours. There's been a lot of backlash on this because they did make the production company also did make a documentary about the experience. And she did break down in that video. There's a lot of people that are making judgments on the propriety of doing such a thing, and also throwing down that she wants to do 1,000 men in one day. So we're going to see what her 2025 is like. She's having a moment right now. No judgments on this. I want everybody to be kind in the comments. Some people, this is their line of work. So let's take a look in just a second. Welcome back, Tarot fam. So I'm going to do a trigger warning on the beginning of this. This is a sensitive topic about an OnlyFans model named Lily Phillips. We're going to take a look at what her year is like. If you are unfamiliar with her, suffice it to say she's an OnlyFans model. She also just was in the news because she broke some records and achieved some goals of her own. There's a lot of judgment because her mother is her manager, and there were some odd comments made about her father's friends following her and watching her on OnlyFans. So she's a lovely young woman. She's very, very pretty. And I just want to take a look at what her 2025 is going to be like. So thank you so much for being here. If this is not your topic, this is off topic from what I usually do, which is politics, celebrity gossip, and the royals. You can take an exit. Don't worry. I'm not going to be upset about not having you here. It is a sensitive topic because it is dealing with blanketal sexual activity. So it is, some elevated content, let's put it that way. But as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to get your own magical reading with me, there is a link down below. Please consider becoming a member of this channel. I give away 1 hour reading every month to my to one special tarot master, and I give away 1/2 hour reading to one of my tarot enthusiasts. January 2nd is our next date for the drawing, but you do have to be a member of my channel and also in the live video to be eligible. So that being said, we're going to bring up the card view. I hope you're having a great day, and let's get started. So again, Lily Phillips, we're going to look at Q1 for her. She did just accomplish the 101 men goal that she had set for herself, and they did do the documentary after, or immediately after, I believe. But let's take a look at how her life is going to go personally, professionally, and let's look at her health too, because I think that that is really important. When you're in a physical line of work, as she is, it's really important to pay attention to the cues that your body is giving you. Sometimes too much is too much. So let's look at personal here. Personal, Knight of Wands. I do think that she is taking some judgments from some people around her. What is immediately on her mind? She is kind of building a wall around herself. She did make a lot of money off the event that she had on OnlyFans. It was an OnlyFans event, from what I understand. Consider that a pay-per-view event if you're old like me. But I think she is, and she did say that, I enjoy this. This is, what I do. This is, all my pleasure. It's a fantasy of mine. And she did make a lot of money off it. So what's under the surface? Excuse me. I'm going to have so many good bless you in the chat. So what is under the surface here? She does wonder about the sustainability of this kind of business and this kind of life, and also where she goes from here. The sustainability is her actual activity in doing and executing this kind of work. And this is in the advancement of where she can go with this. So professionally, the Magician, she has some concerns about what's going on. And I do think that there was some discussion about someone breaking her record. So I think she did 100 in a day. And I think somebody broke the record right after, but I could be wrong on that. So she feels like there's something missing there. She's not getting the credit. She's not getting the accolades that she should be getting. We don't see a lot of pentacles here. So it really is about not feeling successful. That, this was a bold moment in her industry. It was a bold moment. And over here, she does feel like there was a little bit of seediness to it with that 7 of Swords in reverse. So that's, again, I want to make sure that you all understand this is the conscious mind up here and what they're projecting out. And this is what's under the surface, maybe what they're burying and not showing other people. So we have the Wheel of Fortune for her health. That's alarming because this could be mental health. This could also be physical health. And I think it's a bit more of her mental health. And I don't think it is exactly what everyone expects this to be, like, oh, she's damaged because of the actual episode. I think she is struggling with the notoriety part of it. That's not to say that she wouldn't struggle with the acts that she had participated in, and that would have been a little bit difficult for her to manage through. But I do think that the change of psychology, when you go from being a private person to being more of a celebrity, is a very, very unique and uncharted experience for most people. I was lucky enough to watch my ex-husband bring a number of bands into Los Angeles and bring them up from, obscurity into notoriety. We were, in fact, at Magic Mountain with one up-and-coming band, and we only had one security officer with us, not security officer, but security personnel. And they were recognized, and it was a little hairy for a little bit. It got a little crazy. It wasn't like the Beatles, but it did get a little bit crazy. We managed it. Fortunately, the staffing at Six Flags Magic Mountains was very, very good at it. They took care of what they needed to, and they got my ex-husband's clients out safely and comfortably. So everyone had a good time. They got on all the roller coasters they wanted to. So I do think that she's struggling with this notoriety, and I think that plays into this not knowing where she goes from here. Those of you that are wondering what deck this is the Owl Tarot. There is a link in the description of this video if you would like to get this deck. It's an Amazon affiliate deck, Amazon affiliate link. Let's look at Q2 for her. Q2 is April, May, June. Let's look at personal, professional, and health. Everybody loves this deck. It's so showy and flashy. So personal, 10 of Wands. I think she is taking a lot of heat from individuals in her life. And I think she's reordering some of those relationships with that Ace of Cups in reverse. Now, under the surface, personally, the Six of Swords, she's not sure which people are in her corner and supporting her correctly. She's not sure which people are doing that. And that makes sense because sometimes you can be in this kind of industry and people will be hangers on. And they'll want to be there just to bask in the sunlight that you're putting out there. So again, we're in Q2. This is professionally. Professionally, we've got 4 of Wands. She is the honey of the industry right now, but she's not sure if that's what she wants to be. There's something about other goals and aspirations that she had at one point in her life, and she's wondering if that is a way that she can go. I want to say, if you go into like production and direction after you do something like this, or do you take the money and run and go get an education? I do think there's some consideration about starting a production house or going into education outside of the industry. So there is a little bit of a struggle here with her professionally. I'm not sure if she knows which direction she really does want to go in. So we'll take a look at that at the end when we're trying to figure out what is her best practices. That's the last spread I do in these 2025 wrap ups. So we've got a nice card here on her health, 10 of cups, 6 of wands. The girl is very fit. She is very, very attractive. So this looks good. This looks like she's going to be paying attention to some of that. They're going to dress her up in love. You know, she's going to be dressing up, showing up, being present. And I do think that that is good for her physically. I also think that she is moving forward mentally. I think she is starting to understand how to cope. I don't know if she has a therapist or if she's talking to someone. This feels very much like she is talking to another celebrity who went through this process. So getting input from people that have been in the trenches is always a good course. So I think her head is getting on a little bit better. We're coming into summer. We're going into Q3, which is July, August, September. So anybody would have a little bit of a mental lift at that point, right? Everybody loves summer. So let's see, Q3, which is September, or wait, July, August, September. Didn't I say that? Yes, July, August, September. Personal, professional, health-wise. Personal, 9 of swords. And there's some anxiety coming up here, and it's due to someone that she's in a relationship with. So, you know, at one time, ooh, this is tough. We've got the King of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Strength card in reverse, and that 9 of Swords. When you're in this industry, you know, I knew girls that were dancers when I was younger, and it's very difficult for the boyfriends. Initially, they are very excited about it. They're like, ooh, look at what I got, because the girl's pretty and sparkly and shiny and beautiful, and everybody likes her. She's voluptuous and sexy and whatnot. But at the end of the day, when they see what goes on, they are usually pretty bummed out about it, and they're not real keen on it. So I do think Q3 we're going to see some trouble with a significant other. Q2 we've got the 2 of Cups. Now this is where a business deal is coming in. This is all business, and it's going to be happening very quickly. It's going to transform her and take her out of this. So I don't know if she is going to stay quite so much as a performer, or if she's going to step up bigger onto the stage as a performer. I mean, right now she is the OnlyFans model gal that everybody is talking about. Everyone is talking about her. It's all over the place. There's a lot of judgments. There's a lot of stuff going on. Again, I want to remind everybody to be kind in the comments. You know, we don't want to judge somebody. This is what people do for a living sometimes. So, you know, we just want to see what her 2025 is going to be like and what she can do to maximize her experience. Let's look at health. Health, Queen of Pentacles, a little bit of a slip here. But she's going to recover. It's summer. She's going to get together with some friends. She is going to not focus on the emotional component of it. She's going to get out there and she is going to have fun for the summer. So good for her. That is going to be great for her well-being, for her mental state, and for her physical body. Walking on the beach is great for anybody. So let's go to Q4. See what's going on in Q4. Personal, professional, health. Personal, Ace of, or 10 of Pentacles, not an ace. Queen of Swords looks like she is going to be cleaning house and taking care of business. Her heart's going to be a little bit hurt. So that potential boyfriend situation, I think she is going to cut that guy off, or make changes to that relationship so that she can live a more fulfilled life. That 10 of Pentacles really is about taking care of yourself, taking care of yours and the people that are around you, your family, your legacy. Up here, though, that Queen of Swords, she has to cut off to make everybody safe and happy. So we go over to business, work, 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 work. 3 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. I think one of the people that wants to get, I hate to say get into bed with her, one of the people that want to go to work with her, I think she is going to switch gears. She's going to find a different individual who's going to be better support, better financial support as well. So is this a benefactor, someone who is financing production house, something like that? Yes, she's definitely going to have that. And it's going to burn the relationship with the other party. They're just not going to be able to come up with the goods, not going to be able to come up with the money, the place to film, all of those things. It's my understanding that they did film this last thing in an Airbnb, and now like she's been banned from getting Airbnbs or something like that. Which is, it is what it is. But I do think that there's going to be a little bit of trouble with this. So she should watch out for this, because the first person that wants to go into business with her is going to be very disgruntled when she says, well, yeah, if you don't have the money, we're not doing this. We're not going to go forward. Let's see, health. Now we're getting a little bit more stable. The 6 of Cups there. She is detaching from the things that are bothering her. So the events, if they left a mark on her, the 100 Men event, if it left a mark on her, she is processing through it. I think she's kind of skimming some of it and shoving some of it into a drawer, but that's okay. She's going to rise up. This business situation is going to empower her, and it's going to kind of make up for that, feeling of not being in control, maybe being used to a certain extent. This is going to put her in a much, much better mindset. So I think that that's pretty cool. We are going to see what she can do. Best course of action. Best course of action for her. What can she do to maximize her goals and live her best life this year in 2025? Page of Cups. Don't fall in love, girl. Don't fall in love. Stay away from the relationships. I mean, I think that's the first thing. I don't know if she's in a relationship now, but not complicating her life. The business of being Lily Phillips right now is way bigger than being Lily Phillips, the girlfriend. So it gets a little bit complicated, especially when you do have some level of notoriety and celebrity. So I think staying away from relationships and sparing herself that energy expenditure and the cultivation that she would have to do, I think is a really, really good idea. Under the surface, I think there's a lot of reluctance who she's going to partner with and level up. This is the 3 of Wands, if you can't see it, and it's in reverse. So I think she has to be very, very cautious. She's got a lot of offers coming in, and she should be very cautious and review them. The Star, she doesn't have to worry about the future just yet, because things are going to transform. And this is, again, just reiterating, giving her permission for not hitching her card to anyone else's star, not accepting someone else's dream as hers or having them affect her dream. She can shut down those relationships and level up on her own. The reckless behavior here with the 3 of Pentacles, anybody who says, we're going to give you this much, we're going to get this much for you, just be very cautious about that and have cooler heads that look at the whole situation, maybe independent. This would be, a not slimy attorney, a decent person who could make the review. I did say earlier that her mother is her manager, apparently. So that even may be a person that we need to have a third party that's in there that looks at contracts and reviews them. Over here, the Lovers in reverse. So that is trying not to make too many decisions with business that are irrevocable right now. So for the year of 2025, be very careful. Let everybody take you to the ball, but don't sign contracts and be committed to anybody. So this was a little bit different from what I usually do. It is a reading for a person, which is exactly what I do. But I tend not to read for people in this industry or people that are OnlyFans, that kind of thing. So I this was a little bit different for me. I think that she's a pretty intriguing person. I think she's really getting beat up on social media and in the media with people's own morality and perspective on it. And it's one thing to advise someone to not do something, and it's another thing to really criticize them when they have gone through with it. And when you do see that they are emotional, I hesitate to say in pain, but emotional about the situation, to take that moment in time and kind of apply your own morality to it, I think is a very dangerous thing. We really should let people live their lives as they see fit. As always, we always have free will. This was a free will situation for her. And I just hope that she can navigate through the trickiness of being a celebrity. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Once again, if you'd like your own magical reading, you can get one down below. There is a link and you can book with me. We can talk about politics. We can talk about your own issues, anything you want. But as always, I will see you in the future.